Alright, we're back. I realized, so one thing that I remember, I swore that they were highlighted a little bit more prominently. It isn't the smart vision I was thinking. Smart vision is actually useless for finding these. But there were two options that I had turned off, or at least, I guess, are automatically turned off in the director's cut, which is objective locators and object highlight. Specifically, object highlight for the breakable walls. Which I'm going to keep on. I'm going to turn objective locators off. That's this thing. Because it's just a little bit confusing, and I know my way around the game enough to not need those, and sometimes the objective markers aren't the most intuitive. This though, yeah, that's a lot easier to see. It's also the same with vents and stuff. People complained about this when the game came out, but like finding the breakable walls without this is not worth it. It's a little more subtle in the sequel. There's the praxis kit we've been looking for, and some painkillers. So there you go. That's at least one praxis point back from what we spent on the smart vision. That was absolutely useless. I am actually going to just start buying new energy levels. As you can see up the top left, we now have 3 of them. Just because we've now got the invisibility, and the invisibility is worthwhile. Oh, there is one more upgrade I want to grab though before we start like plowing stuff into quality of life upgrades. Also, I just kind of lost track of where we were going, but now I remember. We're going to the Alice Garden pods, so that's a useful pocket secretary to grab. Yeah, we're gonna head over to the Alice Garden pods, where we know Arie van Bruggen is located, the Dutchman. We're gonna see exactly if we can get a hold of him. Down here maybe? I promise I know Hengsha. People watching this probably have already gotten more familiar with this fucking hub than me. You can holster your weapon by pressing the holster/draw weapon key. Thanks, game. What a useful tooltip that is. Don't tell me what key I have that bound to, that would be too useful. Wait, where are they? Oh, okay. I was about to ask where are the Alice Garden pods, but they're over here. Apparently they're over here. Oh, over there. Oh, wait, no. What? Is there something beyond this? I don't remember. They're. Oh, yeah, they're actually just around here, aren't they? No, I was wrong. Are they in the sewers? Oh, the sewers. Are they in the subway? Maybe, I guess. Wait a minute. No, those are the Alice Garden parts, aren't they? Hengsha Court Gardens. Downtown Apartments. I swear those are the Alice Garden pods. I'm gonna go check it out to make sure I'm not, like, mistaken, but I'm pretty sure those are the Alice Garden pods. Again, doesn't feel like I'm right, but... Oh wait, no, these aren't the Alice Garden pods at all. Oh, I know what that is! I know what that is. That's not relevant right now. That will be relevant a long distance in the future. It's interesting that's even open. That doesn't look guarded at all. That's a pretty important place for later. I'm gonna hope that this subway leads somewhere important. Also like how the subway in this game I've forgotten about, but is pretty much identical to another subway from the sequel. And this is in China, and that's in like Central Europe. So the fact that just subways are just standardized in 2027. Alright, Oh, apparently the Alice Garden pods are in this district. Alright then. So if we go to the end here, and yeah, okay, we go left at the end of this, that should be fine.
Here's what the man had to say.
My visit to Prague was related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my attention these days.
You're referring referring to the Panchaea project, the cooperative global initiative.
The Panchaea project. I wonder what that's all about. I'm sure that won't come up later in the game. And if I remember correctly, the Asgarden pods are this side and, yep, through here. I don't remember there being a loading screen here. What is this? Oh, that reminds me. I need something. Might have to take a detour to get it. I remember now why I was hanging on to something from earlier.
还不错，很好。
Uh-huh. There's a shop around here somewhere, but I forget where it is. Is it just here?
Yes, yes. Beds on second and third floor.
Or is it in here somewhere?
Jensen, I was on my way out.
What are you doing here, Malik? I told you I got this one.
I know, I didn't do anything. Trust me, Van Bruggen's all yours.
Hang on a second. Something's wrong. What is it? Why are you here?
It's nothing. I mean, can't a girl have secrets?
Sure. Makes them more interesting that way. But when the girl is my pilot and my only ticket out of here, I prefer a more open relationship.
Good point.
Glad you agree. But you still haven't answered the question.
Fine, since you're so damn curious. Years ago, I used to live here, remember? My friend, my best friend, Evelyn. She was like a sister to me. Made living here fun. But then there was an accident. She's dead.
I'm sorry, Malik.
Wait, Jensen, let me finish. I thought I was okay with it, but I know she didn't just die. She was killed. Murdered. Her damn scumbag boyfriend did it. I know he did. I knew he was trouble right from the start, but she just wouldn't listen to me.
Malik, easy. If your friend was murdered, the police would have suspected something. They would have investigated.
That's just it. There was no investigation. They said she fell down a flight of stairs like it was some kind of freak accident. But her wounds, the way she died, they don't add up. It's right here in the damn blood spatter analysis.
Blood spatter? You've seen the police report?
Yes. A friend left a copy of it in a pod here for me to pick up. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I think there's been a cover-up. I just have to prove it. If I could get my hands on the autopsy report, the one that never surfaced, I know I'd get the truth. Except...
Why do I suspect I'm about to get dragged into something?
Look, Jensen, I'm sorry. I know Van Bruggen is the priority here, and I told you it was my business and I could take care of it. It's just... The more I think about it, the more I realize I'm in over my head. I'm just a pilot. I'm not a damn cop. But I need to know the truth.
Malik, don't take this the wrong way, but I need some
accident.
kind of incentive to justify any complications that might arise.
I'll see what I can do, but I can't promise anything.
I was there though. It's like impressive accident, even though I always know it's gonna be an awkward story beat.
This autopsy report, once you got your hands on it, what were you planning on doing next?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm a pilot, not a cop, but I felt I had to do something while I had the chance. Maybe once you get the report and we know what it says, we can improvise.
You said you've seen the police report. Who gave it to you?
An old friend who was also a good friend of Evelyn's. He used to work for the Shanghai PD. He left a copy of it along with a few other things concerning Evelyn in a pod here for me to look at. He also left some instructions on how to contact someone at LIM for the autopsy report he's convinced was intentionally buried.
Why would LIM have anything to do with Evelyn's autopsy report?
Well, if you haven't noticed, the Chinese government has been outsourcing branches of its public services for years. Bell Tower polices the streets, and nowadays LIM does more than just cosmetic surgery. They're often contracted for special cases like Evelyn's.
And what made Evelyn's case so special, you think?
Her boyfriend, Lee. He was at the scene. He had Evelyn's blood on him and tested positive for alcohol and drugs in his system. With his rap sheet, it wasn't looking good for him. But his family, they're on a lot of boards with deep pockets and a lot of reach. They wouldn't suffer the embarrassment of having their son indicted on a suspected murder charge.
Why do you suspect Evelyn's boyfriend had something to do with her death?
Because he was poison, right from the start. Born into money and influence, but never once assuming responsibility for anything. I don't think he's worked an honest day in his life.
So he was a wealthy, pig-headed asshole. If that was reason enough to accuse someone of murder, half the world would be in the pen.
No, there's more to it than that. He's known for violent outbursts, domestic altercations. He nearly killed a kid over some stupid gambling feud. The problem is, his family made him untouchable, even to the police.
And Evelyn was okay with all of this?
She always tried to see the good in people, give him the benefit of the doubt. You could say that's just being naive or even stupid, but I think she was just innocent.
Tell me about Evelyn.
She was beautiful, carefree, loved to have a good time. I met her during my internship for a private transportation and logistics firm here in Shanghai. She was a great pilot, too. Knew how to feel the currents, to push the bird just so. Too bad her talents for reading the wind didn't translate to reading guys.
How so?
She was always getting into trouble with the wrong crowds. And it always had to do with some boy. She knew I didn't like him. Her boyfriend at the time, Lee. It drove a wedge between us, and when we parted ways, it wasn't amicable.
I understand.
She was a good girl, Jensen. She deserved better.
Okay, I'll help. What do you need me to do?
My lead, he works for Lim. He's a systems technician who apparently has access to their entire database. He's willing to hand over a copy of Evelyn's autopsy report.
So you want me to meet him and get the report? Is that it?
Yes, but he'll only respond to a certain phrase. Death and life have their determined appointments. To which he'll reply, riches and honors depend upon heaven.
Christ, Malik, this is starting to sound like something out of a bad spy movie.
I know. He's just trying to protect himself. I didn't pick the damn quote. So just play along and remember the line, okay? You'll find him inside the lobby of the Lower Hengsha Limb Clinic.
Does this guy have a name?
None that I know of. But he apparently goes by the handle Anonymous X. I know.
Anonymous X. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, before I forget, everything concerning Evelyn's incident, newspaper articles, the police report, limb details, it's all inside pod 009 here in the hotel. You should read over everything if you can.
Pod 9. Got it.
I need to go. Contact me with any updates and... Thank you. I really appreciate this, Jensen.
Jensen is not amused. And I do not blame him. There's always... Every town we visited so far, there's some sort of police cover-up. This one is just like Deus Ex's conspiracy theories distilled into a quest. Oh, second floor. I really love the idea of this place, and I hear they exist in Asia a lot. There's these pod hotels. It's very dystopian future. Very nice. I've used it a few times in media that I've wrote or whatever designed. And we also got a pocket secretary there. Police report. I wonder how expensive pocket secretaries are. Wait, about pod hotels? That is coincidental. Yeah, they're super cool. I obviously haven't been, because I've never been to Asia actually, at all. I'd like to one day. Is that everything? Yeah, I think so. You know, Malik promised a little bit more than a pocket secretary and an ebook. Well, Ari van Bruggen, we will be back for you. The side quest's called to me. Yeah, I've seen the footpaths as well. It's cool. Dude, you can't just run into me like that. Makes a man nervous is all I'm saying. Alright, now there's something I want to do, and if I can do it from here, actually, that might be a good idea. Because I'm not sure that Malik's quest is gonna let us do this. But these guys might still be around. They are. Well, they're not, but what I wanted is. So, I'm not sure if a machine pistol is going to work, but I can sell it and potentially buy it. Well, I don't want to imagine that, but thanks for making me. So where is this quest leading me? Oh, of course, the limb clinic. I'm stupid. Anytime. I don't think I'm going to take you up on that offer. Oh, something reminds me. I swear there's some sort of hidden thing over here. Maybe I'm just getting deja vu. Yeah, I am. There is a newspaper over here, but it's hardly hidden. I thought there was like a Pathfinder bonus over here. You can go in behind a lot of the stores for some XP, but there's barely ever anything in here. In fact, I don't think there's anything in there. And there's a few storage compartments everywhere.
You're referring to the Panchea project.
Alright, let's see how this meeting with Anonymous X goes. Okay. Uh-huh.
Can't you see I'm busy? Go bother someone else.
Nice hat. I'm here for Evelyn's autopsy report.
What? Are you mad?
No, just impatient.
But that's not what... You were supposed to remember and use the correct expression. Gods, what have I gotten myself into? Meet me outside the clinic. Turn left from the front and go down the stairs. I'll be waiting at the corner.
I have a feeling that guy doesn't quite fit in the limb clinic, hierarchy. Doesn't really have that upward mobility in the company, you know.
Over here. Come on now. Nice hat. Do you have any idea what you're dealing with here? You could get me fired for this. Or worse.
You'll be fine. You can stop whispering now.
Right. Well, you're not exactly what I was expecting. I was told I would be meeting a girl. How do I know you're not an imposter or some sort of double agent? Don't think I don't know this could all just be an elaborate trap to set me up.
Look, no offense, Mr. X, or whatever your name is, but I really don't have time for this. So if you could simply just give me what I came for, I'll be on my way.
Yes, yes. I have it right here. Evelyn Carmichael's autopsy report. Here, take it.
Thank you.
I trust you will put this information to good use, because accountability and justice is at an all-time low, I'm afraid. It pains me to see this once great city, which stood as a bastion for reform and progress against our oppressive communist origins, succumb to the trappings of corporate bureaucracy and petty corruption. Corruption so often typical of your Western governments.
Whatever you say. Now, if you don't mind, I really must be going.
Well, there is still the matter of my payment. 1,000 credits was the agreed-upon price, I believe. Isn't that right?
A little piece of advice. When attempting to extort money from someone, don't give them what they want before trying to rip them off.
What? What? You mean you aren't going to pay? But I risked everything to get you that file.
Chalk it up to a learning experience and move on.
You scoundrel! You'll regret this someday. You just mock my words.
See you later, X.
X is not having a good day. Alright, let's give this a read. No drugs, no alcohol. Don't feel bad for him. He goes by the name Anonymous X. Oh, so apparently it's not a seizure. Oh wait, yeah. Wait. Asphyxia by seizure. Yeah, yeah. I thought that's the correction. I thought that was the cover-up, but no, it's she got choked. And also smashed in the head by something. Internal bleeding, I think. Oh, she was pregnant. Uh-oh.
Malik, I just got the autopsy report. No drugs or alcohol in Evelyn's system. And her estimated time of death doesn't fit Lee's story. She did die from a head wound, but not one that matches the evidence found at the scene.
I knew it. It couldn't have been just an accident.
There's more. Evelyn was pregnant. Malik?
I'm here. We can't let him get away with this, Jensen. He's guilty. He has to be. Can you go to his apartment?
And do what?
Get proof. Get something. I'm sending you the coordinates. Contact me again when you're there.
Is it in this district? It's not like... No. So we can cross over a little earlier than the marker says we should. I wonder if that's I'm interested to see what we find. This whole incident just gets sadder though. Okay. Yeah, I'm always definitely disappointed with how fast / far Jensen can run. Like, he can hop like 10 feet, and he has absurd feats of strength, and also fall from whatever height you want. But he can still only run for about 5 seconds at a slightly faster speed than he walks at. That must mean something. I've seen that a few times. It might be a code to the triads or something, that like this house is not to be fucked with. We're not listening to that warning.
Access granted.
Okay, let's have a look around. Nothing in here. We'll leave the computer for a little bit. Oh wait, no. Do we have to start with it?
Malik, I'm inside Lee's apartment. Doesn't look like anyone's home.
Damn. Okay, look. Lee isn't smart enough to properly cover his tracks, so look around. Maybe you can find something suspicious.
Hey, Lee, baby. Can't wait to see you tonight. But I'm stuck at work. I know, I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you, baby. I promise. I'll meet you at the Hive, okay? Just don't get a party started without me. I want you all to myself tonight.
The Hive? I should have guessed Lee would be there. It's pretty much a second home for him.
Wait a minute, you heard that?
Sorry, Jensen. I don't like invading your privacy like this, but it's important. Plus, this gives me an idea. When you're done looking around Lee's apartment, head to the Hive. Contact me when you're there.
I'll keep looking. I'm sure there's more here.
That clock broken.
Malik, I think I got a probable murder weapon. A broken clock. The kicker is the hands line up roughly with Evelyn's TOD. Coincidence?
That's a hell of a stretch. You really think?
If Lee's as dumb as you say, maybe. We'd need lab tech analysis to confirm, but if there ever was a smoking gun, it fits. I'll stick around a bit. I'm sure there's still more to find.
Literally a clock with the time of death on it. And he's still got it in his apartment. How long afterwards? Jesus Christ. How stupid can you get? Oh, well, of course that's his username. Why wouldn't it be? Jesus, this is a very twisted web of hacking.
Access granted.
Father wanted me for us. It's the quarterly report regarding your family's recent investments in Lim. P.S. I am waiting on the financial statements from Bell Tower. Tight-lipped. Stronger than anticipated Q4 2027 financial reports. Okay. Oh, God. Damn.
Malik. Looks like Hong Sr. was upset with Hong Jr.'s behavior and threatened to cut off his inheritance if he didn't stop whoring around. Sounds like he considered Evelyn beneath the family name.
And if he knew she was pregnant, I can't believe Lee would do something like that just for money.
Speaking of money, the Hong family seems heavily invested in both Bell Tower and Lim. That could explain the cover-up and lack of a proper investigation. I'll make one last sweep to make sure I got everything.
I keep checking in here because I could have sworn I'm remembering there's something in that closet, but I might be wrong. Ah, there it is. That's what I was thinking about.
Malik, I found a baseball bat, but it looks clean. Almost like it's been washed recently.
Maybe Lee washed Evelyn's blood off of it.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm not sure it could inflict the type of laceration she had. Okay, I think that's it. I'm heading to the Hive now. I doubt we'll find anything else in here without calling in a forensics team.
Sounds good.
Alright, to the Hive. I like how it says get inside the Hive like I don't already have access. You should know better of me, game. Although apparently you shouldn't know better of me about whether I know where the Hive is. Because I do not. What is this street? Oh wait, no I know. We're not even in the right district. Wait, what? I have no idea what that is. Oh my god. Hengsha continues to confuse and befuddle me. It's alright, this is the last side quest in Hengsha. After this we're gonna be blasting through. Alright, let's head over to the Hive for the last time. And let's really hope they don't remember that I punched Bobby Bao. Because that would definitely be a concern.
Good to see you again, sir.
He doesn't seem to be aware that I punched Bobby Bao. Maybe Bobby Bao is like awake.
Malik, I'm in the Hive. What's your plan?
Find Lee and talk to him. I want you to convince him you know exactly what he did to Evelyn and why. If you can make him panic, I'm willing to bet he'll spill his guts. Just make it look like blackmail. If he's willing to pay to keep you quiet, he's basically tying his own noose. I'll listen in and record everything.
Got it.
What you want, Chrome Boy?
Is your name Lee Hong?
Yeah, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. What's it to you?
I want to talk to you about Evelyn Carmichael.
Man, piss off! I already told all you narcos all there is to say.
Relax. I'm not with the police. I work private. And you could say I specialize in cases like yours.
If you ain't police, then what the fuck you want?
A simple proposition. I have proof that shows you murdered Evelyn. And I want you to pay me 2.5 million credits to make that proof disappear.
2.5? Bullshit. You ain't got shit on me, narco. I ain't paying you shit.
I strongly suggest you reconsider.
And I strongly suggest you get the fuck out of my face. Because unless you got your proof right here, I ain't got shit to say to you.
All right. Let's start with the police report. I know your story doesn't match up with the evidence at the scene of Evelyn's fall.
Oh yeah? And why's that?
Because the police report was full of inaccuracies, like someone deliberately tampered with evidence.
Yeah, and? That still don't prove shit.
Not only does the evidence not add up, but neither does your testimony. You lied about why Evelyn fell down the stairs in the first place. You said you'd both been drinking heavily prior to the accident, and the reason Evelyn fell was because she was drunk. We both know that isn't true.
Man, that shit was in the papers.
Now, if the evidence doesn't fit, and your story was a lie, then how did Evelyn die on that night? Well, the answer is pretty simple, really. You killed her. But how? By hitting her in the head with that antique clock you keep so prominently displayed in your apartment. The lacerations on her head, the intracranial hemorrhaging, it's the perfect match.
In my apartment? How the fuck do you know what's in my apartment?
And like any good crime of passion, you needed motivation. Something to fuel your violent outbursts. What did Evelyn say or do to make you murder her? She told you she was pregnant, and you panicked. Faced with the prospect of losing your easy way of life, you struck out at her in anger.
How? That's impossible.
But now the final piece of the puzzle. Why was Evelyn's death never considered a murder investigation? Because your family, one of the wealthiest and most influential families in Shanghai, covered it up. But whose silence did they buy? Bell Tower. Your family's sizable investments in Bell Tower assured they would turn a blind eye to any of your run-ins with the law, no matter how serious.
Fuck this shit, man! And fuck you!
I can help you, Lee, but only for a price.
Alright, fuck! I can't believe this shit! I'll pay you, man! I'll pay you, just... What do you need from me?
Details. Let me hear your side of the story, and then we'll move on from there.
I don't know! Evelyn, that stupid bitch! She was going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay? Evelyn wouldn't shut up about us, about the baby, so I hit her. I just wanted to make her shut her stupid mouth. But the dumb bitch started freaking out. So I hit her again until she finally stopped screaming. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. She was barely breathing, so I carried her to the stairs near my apartment and dropped her. I had to make sure it looked like an accident. I had no choice. She trapped me. She just wanted my money. I would have been ruined.
I need to go. We'll be in contact again soon.
Huh? What about the evidence? And the money? Where the fuck you going?
Goodbye, Lee. Malik, please tell me you got a recording of all that.
Oh my God, Jensen, I could kiss you right now. I can't believe you got him to confess so openly like that.
To be honest, it was easier than I was expecting. You were definitely right about Lee. He's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed.
Well, don't get too cocky just yet. Before I send our little friend's confession off to the local media and authorities, I want to get some Shanghai street justice first. There's a control panel linked to the hive I need you to hack. Uploading the coordinates now.
I think it's literally down the street, so not gonna take too long. Wait, what? Oh, is it in the oh, it's in the hive. Look, when someone sets you up for a Smash Mouth, sing along, you just gotta take the opportunities. You don't look gift horses in the mouth, you know? I feel like people are gonna start attacking me when I hack this. That's a nuke, isn't it? No, nice. Oh my god, that's a level 6. I think I'm gonna be good though.
Access
Alright, Malik. It's hacked.
Verifying the signal. Come on, come on. Okay, I'm in. Remote frequencies are clear, thank God. Uploading now. And done. Meet me in front of the hive, Jensen. I have a little surprise for our friend Lee.
I know for a fact that hacking that terminal when you're not on this quest gets people to shoot you. Because my very first playthrough of this game 8 years ago, it happened to me. Unless they patched it, unless it's director's cut or something, I think it's because we're on the quest that you're allowed to hack that.
Jensen.
Malik?
Well, first take this. I was gonna use it myself, but after everything you've done, I think you deserve it more.
So what are you gonna do now?
I have a few loose ends to tie up, and I need to make sure this autopsy report finds its way into the right hands. The Hongs aren't gonna buy their way out of this one.
Lee's confession is solid. With that and the evidence from the autopsy, there's no way he can avoid prosecution. Justice will be served.
Oh, justice will be served, all right. You might want to stick around for a second. I've got one last little surprise for our friend Lee. Are you facing the hive? It's almost showtime. In 3, 2...
Malik?
Just watch.
I don't know. Evelyn, that's a stupid bitch. She's going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay?
Malik, remind me never to piss you off.
After everything you've done here for Evelyn, for me, you'd have to try pretty hard, mister.
Well, that's the last side quest from Hengsha. We are going to go find Ari van Bruggen. So I'll see you guys then.